This is mountain pose. Stand with your feet at hip width apart. Point your toes forward. Feel the arches beneath your feet. Keep a slight bend in your knees, your hips right over your ankles and knees, your pelvis tucked, lower belly drawn in with tension. You'll bring your chest over your hips, open your shoulders, open your hands, and bring your head right on top of your shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles. Take an inhale, exhale. You're going to be here for 10 breaths or 1 minute. Try to take 5 to 8 seconds between each breath. And as you inhale, make sure you are feeling that good posture. When you're ready, you're going to inhale to an overhead reach. You're going to bring your arms up overhead. You're going to reach for the sky. And you're going to bend your knees in that process, bringing your hips into a dip just below your knees, and lift up into the air. Big stretch through your sides, and you'll repeat this for 5 breaths. Warrior arms brings you into a half lunge position, one foot in front of the other, both toes pointed forward, hips square. You're going to bend the front knee, straighten the back leg. You're going to reach up overhead, kind of turn toward that back leg. You'll start to feel a stretch to your abdomen. Keep your hips square. You'll bend through at the front hip, and you're going to begin to feel a stretch through that front leg. From here, you'll ground through that front leg, feeling your core. You'll bring your arms into a cobra. Palms down, facing the floor, shoulders back. Shoulder blades squeezing, head in line with the rest of the spine, tailbone pointed toward the wall. Your arms are going to come overhead into a Y. You'll swoop them down into a W as they come toward your side body. Switching legs. Repeat. Same on the other side. Beginning with a back bend for 3 to 5 breaths. Lift that arm up. Inhale. Let your arm come down. Exhale. Repeat for 3 to 5 breaths. Hinge forward into the front leg, a slight bend through the knee, feeling the tension through the back of the leg. You'll bring the arms into your cobra, arms coming back, palms down, chest lifted, head in line with the rest of the spine, keeping that back ankle grounded down. Hold for 3 to 5 breaths. And bring your arms into an overhead Y reach, engaging that core to stay tight. Only hold for a moment. Ankle mobility in the half lunge. You'll be working on the Achilles and calf here. Keeping grounded through the front leg. The back leg has some tension and pressure through it. You're going to both lift the ankle and lower the heel down to the ground by bending the back knee. Lifting the ankle as you bend the knee, coming up under the toes, and drawing back into the heel, which will straighten the leg and stretch the calf. Keep working between these two on a comfortable range. In the adductor opener, the purpose is to get your balance muscles warmed up while also opening the hip. So you're going to balance on one leg, have a slight bend to the knee, and don't hunch over. Make sure you stand tall as you bring the other leg up onto a chair. Open the knee, and then you're going to hinge forward, bringing a hip back. So as you bring your hips back, you'll start to feel that stretch to your hamstring and the inner thigh. Hold for as long as you can, challenging both your balance, your core stability, and your stretching muscles. Repeat on the opposite side. Going into the mountain climber, you'll find a wall or maybe even a chair as you progress and start to get lower as you bring your hands out in front of you. You'll start and focus on core stability here. So imagine you're in a plank position, your arms out in front of you, shoulders down and back away from the ears. You'll prioritize tucking the pelvis, keeping the core engaged, the lumbar not swaying or arching from side to side. You're going to lift a knee up. You're going to drive that knee as high as you can into the upper body. And then you'll do that for a period of time. And you'll rest and then you'll do it again. You're going to do this for an interval set to you and what you're working on at the moment. Next, we've got the hip rotational stretch. So you're sitting on the edge of a chair. You want your feet to be wide, your knees to be pointed out on each side, and then as you shift your hips, one knee is going to rotate inward, the other knee is going to rotate outward. You're going to hold there for as long as you'd like to, and then you'll come back into the middle slowly, maybe even recentering as you do, and then you're going to again let one knee internally rotate, even bringing your foot to the inner of the foot on the internally rotated leg and the outer of the foot on the externally rotated leg, keeping your shoulder blades pulled back and just a good strong upper body until you go into the final move, which is deep squat. So you have your knees much wider than your hip width, and you're sending your hips and your tailbones back into the chair. This is the deep squat. You're going to imagine that you are in a squat at the bottom of it, feeling safe and secure because you have that chair there. Your knees pressing out much wider than hip width apart. You're going to anchor your elbows in between your legs and that inner thigh, and you're going to ground your feet. Hold steady there. Take a few deep breaths. In the seated thoracic rotation, you're going to be sitting on the edge of your chair, your knees pointed forward, core engaged. You're going to lift one arm up, and then you're going to turn the other arm inward. As you place it on your leg, you're going to open the arm up, reaching backward behind you, almost to get a stretch through the side body here on the arm that you are lifting. Just slowly lower it down as you exhale, and then bring yourself to the forward position to repeat. And switch sides as you desire.